Welcome to Rhos Park Bowling Club for the 9th running of the Craig Roberts Memorial Invitation, obviously 2024. This year raising funds for Hope Restored, local charity, and as per usual, Dan's put on an excellent field. Once again, 8 top players on this wonderful surface at Rhos Park. You join us as the last 8. The only 8 players are on the green, just coming to the end in a couple of games, with Simon Coupe all but 9 up against Paul Bailey, but the 3 other games are quite close. I'm joined with Duncan Reeves on this splendid evening. Duncan, what are your thoughts on what you've seen so far?
Well, Simon's played very well against Paul Bailey up to press. I know Bale's actually lost to Poppy Fox this afternoon in one of the other events on here, so he didn't come into the game full of confidence, but Poppy's an up-and-coming bowler from Yorkshire. Hope it bodes well for the county championship on Sunday. But Simon has played really well. Bale's just trying to get back at him, but I don't think he will. It's now all but 9 at the minute. Darren Plenderleith, he's had the upper hand with Jack so far, with Jack Dyson. I think he's 5 clear at the minute, about 17-12 is it? And the other 2 games are really tight.
Yeah, the game that stood out obviously in the last 8 was good friends Callum Wraight and John Bailey, both 4-5 take your pick with the bookies, 7-2 to win. Wayne Ditchfield actually the favourite at the start of the evening at 5-2, but we were expecting fireworks from this game. John's taking Callum a long way. He had a few behind at the start and he's come right back with him. I think he got a 9 break at one point, did John, but now the game stands at 13 apiece, with John with a yard lead in this top corner. Callum's just nipped in.
Yeah, Callum actually got the first 7, I believe. I think he went 7-0 up. But John's an absolute green expert on here. I think he's won it for the last 3 years. We were playing in the George Davis Trophy this afternoon. I think he qualified for the last 16 in that.
Yeah, it's the first time that we've arrived to set up and had that competition on the green. So there's been a couple of these players today have had an opportunity to go quite deep there and play until about kind of 3:30, 4 o'clock, then come back for a good hour's practice. And then they're still playing obviously under this glorious sunshine in North Wales. The shadows are starting to come over now as the early evening sets in. And the green will be expected to pull up, but at the moment it's just playing a nice pace.
Yeah, it's a very friendly pace at the minute. Some near balls being played. Callum's just gone 1 in front there. Got John out the corners. Obviously good friends these two. Know each other's games more than inside out because they play pairs together. So you wouldn't be surprised if it went to 21-20 this one.
Absolutely, and for those that aren't aware, John Bailey's actually won this competition for the last 3 years that it's been run. So 2023 beat Paul Bailey 21-13 in the final. 2022 beat Wayne Ditchfield 21-19. Obviously we had a break during COVID, but in 2019 beat Simon Coupe 21-15. And then prior to that, although he hadn't won it, he had featured in 3 of the previous 5 finals. So obviously he's a green specialist, knows the green, plays it very, very well, and gets stronger as the night goes on.
Yeah, Simon's weighed in there with Bales, 21-10 I believe.
Yeah, so quietly gone about his business tonight as Simon.
Yeah.
Not kind of too many antics on the green, just got on with it. Not really noticed too much about that game, but he's been solid all the way through.
Yeah, he's hit form second half of the season as Simon. Won the Holdsworth 31 up last week. I mean, obviously everybody knows he's a class act, but he was a bit quiet early doors, but he's coming to form now. I
know Dan gave a little bit of information to the bookies about his pricing because he said he's actually gone for a size large on his shirt and it's been a bit tight around the old biceps. So, but he's obviously stretched those out a little bit and it's not been a problem. Meanwhile, Callum's got another 2. John's just played an unfortunate runner. Puts him in a strong position going into the final third of the game.
Yeah, I think that's, is it 16-13 that one now?
There we go, 16-13.
Yeah, 6-3, yeah. Jack Hargreaves is having an absolute marathon with Ditchy. Marathon game. It's only 12-8. There must have been a million ones in the game.
And they were beating bowls for fun at the start of the match.
Yeah.
Really top drawing from both players.
Yeah, another one there.
Another one coming in there.
Yeah. Quality pair. Ditchy the favourite at the start of the evening. he's really hit form, hasn't he, last month or so?
Absolutely, yeah. A couple of comp wins under his belt.
Yeah, a couple of, well, Hillcrest. What else did he win? He won another 31 up, didn't he? Forget what it was. 2 31 ups in a weekend, and I think he won one last weekend as well.
Again, when the players arrive, I know I caught Wayne just as he was practicing, and he actually decided to revert back to the bowls he normally plays with. I think he was expecting to come on with a slightly smaller pair. Seeing the sunshine on the green, it can play quick and can play tricky. This in previous years, it's been a little bit faster than it is tonight. Obviously, they've had a little bit of water on to protect it for the competition, make sure the games aren't too fast. And I think that's probably going to play into Wayne's hands a little bit more this evening.
Yeah, it suits all the top players, doesn't it, when it's this sort of pace. But Wayne, when he's banging form, absolutely loves them like this. And he's just, well, he's, what is he, 12-10? I think he's still 12-10 behind with Jack, but lies one at the minute.
Just trying to see, is that Darren Plenderleith now?
Yeah, he's gone 19 and led a side nodder against Jack Dyson.
I said to you, Duncan, I'm not going to let you forget, I did say that Darren had practiced very, very well.
He did indeed, yes.
Practice doesn't mean much, but
yes, and
it's starting to come through now.
Yeah, he's playing really well now.
Although that's a great ball from Jack.
Yeah.
And I think it is what we're going to see all evening. Really, the green's playing really kind.
Yeah.
It's going to allow the best players, if they feel them, they'll beat good bowls. We've not seen too much striking just yet. There's not been a need for it. We're just all drawing them.
Yeah, it's a very friendly pace, is this, for top bowlers. It's good for watching. He's nearly like this as Splendors. Oh, just outside, yeah. DT Evans points at Jack.
As Roger always says, unfortunately not here with us this year, Roger. I believe he's moved away. He's not in the north of Wales anymore. DT Evans, best referee in the game. We've got a little bit of competition now from our club with John Edmondson, and there's been a referee on the green tonight, Paul Bailey, and obviously it makes a big difference to the players when they can put a lot of faith in the call of the referee, and they tell them exactly what they need to know. Not interfering in the game, keep out of the way. It definitely helps.
Yeah, he's one of the best, he's DT, definitely. One more to Callum there. He's just nipped 3 in front again with John Bailey. Good crowd tonight, though, isn't it? I mean, it's.
Yeah, as we said, it's
the weather brings it on, but
9th running of the competition. Dan's really grown this over the years. Probably took a little bit of a dip a couple of years back, maybe post-COVID. Crowds fell away a bit, but I think the festivals had a bit of a resurgence. They said the entries are up. A lot of people here. It's glorious sunshine all week, and it's really good to see a full crowd. This is what bowls needs.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit subdued at the minute, but
we do say that.
Once they get a few down and from the cricket club, I'm sure it'll liven up in the semi-final, final stage.
As I said in the early years when Mike Leach was playing, he could have absolute dream bowls, and he'd turn around and say, "What more do I have to do to get a little bit of a ripple?" And I think Callum sometimes looks for that little bit in the top players feed off of the crowd getting involved.
Yeah, it's very subdued. It's like a library at the minute, but
sometimes the local crowd do need John Bailey to go a bit deeper, so the money comes into play a little bit more. Although Callum, I think he was pushed out a little bit, wasn't he? At
he was. In fact, he were 4-1 just before the off with Callum. 4-1 in an 8 for Callum. You know, it might look a massive price in an hour or two's time.
Definitely, and I'm sure if he gets through this game, I think that the betting will change very quickly.
That's right, yeah. Although we'll be playing Simon, that'll be a cracking game if he has to play Simon next game. Led a front nodder here at Bales is almost licked.
Another thing worth mentioning at the start of the evening is it's good to see Darren Plenderleith back on a green after his injury. Put him out of action for 18 months or so. Even though he was bowling in a boot for some time, he's obviously back to nearly full health now.
Yeah, he's nearly back at his best now, you could tell.
He's got a smile on his face again. I spoke to him briefly during the players' practice. It's nice to be playing something like and not having to worry about his leg anymore.
Jack's leading out here. I can't see that scoreboard for the gentleman there. 14-19.
14-19.
That one.
Good 5 minutes.
Callum lies 19-14 with John Bailey, I think. Although DT's just having a look to confirm.
John's playing for both.
Oh,
He's got the gap.
absolutely cursed. He tipped the jack over as well. It's probably not in his favour.
Right behind that, any little feather on that front ball,
Yeah.
and he removes both of them.
Absolutely cursed. Yeah.
And instead, he's turned the jack
Yeah.
over. It's probably 2 now. Callum playing with some blue balls tonight. I've not seen these. I know he's kind of shifted and changed a little bit in the last few months.
No, I've not seen these ones. I've seen some red ones.
A few times, and the red ones.
Yeah.
And he's got the blue ones.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm assuming there'll be 2 12 Drakes from Dave McDermott, but
So
yeah, he actually lost in the George Davis on this green this afternoon, did Callum, to a local lad, I understand, which was a big shock. But he's put that behind him quickly, and now lies up against the defending champion 1914.
Absolutely, and at 1914, you're thinking there's only one winner now. Take a lot for John. He did have a big break at the start.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be expecting.
No, well, Callum went 7-0 up, and then he's always sort of just been in control, hasn't he? Really, he almost levelled, I think, at one bit did John, but
yeah. A few Yorkshire supporters in for Jack. I think there's a few travelled over from Huddersfield for the festival. Sat on our right hand side. He gets 2 in that corner down there.
Yeah, 1916 now, is it?
Yeah, 16-19 as Jack leads out. Big 2. Ripple of applause from the Huddersfield contingent, sat with a Yorkshire flag behind them.
Yeah.
Celebrating Yorkshire Day.
Aye. Smashing day for it as well.
I think Sam's just picking up now. We're just picking up the old the bowl that John Bailey's played there. It's only a short 90 metres, just over 90 metre mark.
Oh, cursed.
Can he pair them though? Not sure he'll be playing a.
No, he's not going to be too daring, but that's not a bad effort.
I thought he might have a go the other peg there.
Yeah. 15-19, 3 years champion, under pressure, but fighting well.
There's a bit of a standoff now as they wait for Wayne to send this next ball. Jack wants to come back into this corner. John's coming up the edge. All might be getting each other.
Oh dear, Jack won't be able to get on his mark.
He's been coming out. This will be Jack's 3rd time now, and he's the only one that's drawn to this corner, this left-hand corner as we look at it, compared to many of the other players.
Yeah, you don't see it used very often.
Coming on this finger quite a lot. Maybe there's a little bit of a scoop. John's led probably just over a foot, 18 inch behind. Callum's just short as I look at it.
Yeah, it's give up as that. Yeah.
Just overheard Callum say that I might be striking here, DT. Depends on this bowl, I think.
Which is just going to give up, is it?
I'm not sure what John plays with. What size bowls are they, Dunk?
Big discs. Probably, yeah, big discs are deceptive, yeah. I know there's no bias in them, I don't know.
Clear the crowd.
Yeah.
A couple of people just saying, I'll sit here now.
Yeah, can he clear that fence if he hits it?
Might be calling new teeth, please, if you say something like that.
Yeah, here we go.
He doesn't mind waiting, Callum, as well. Some
no,
like
that's
to get
right.
the strike away, but he's used to it now. He's used to the mass movement behind him.
Yeah. Here we go. John's disc standing out here. This could be dangerous. Oh, he smashed it. The disc survived, but the shot hasn't, so he's all but now.
And DT looking like he should be in the Paris Olympics with that little jump and splits that he tried there.
Yes, I think his gymnastic days are behind him, but he's still trying. Hoover making a rally here in front of his Yorkshire supporters. What's he got back to now? I think it's 17-19 now against Plenders.
So assuming that Callum does get out of this one, how do you think the bookies will make it going into the
well,
semi-final?
Him and Simon, it's got to be a level game on it. You can't call it really. You just can't call that game. It's they're probably, I would say, second and third in the game. That's my opinion, but other people might have Simon number 1. Other people might have Callum number 1. Obviously Greg Smith's hit form, winning the All England last week, but you know, in any other sport, they'll be swapping and changing every other week, 1, 2, and 3. You know, and that's how it is.
Simon's all-round game, everything.
It suits Simon on here tonight. There's nothing fast and stupid about it. It's just good bowling. I fancy Simon tonight, I must admit. I think it's just his going.
That being your value bet at the start?
That's what I thought. 3-1 Simon with a value.
It's always difficult in that bottom half. You've got Wayne, who's obviously won it before.
Yes, he has. Yeah.
Been in a final.
Yeah.
He's coming up against Jack Hargreaves, Jack Dyson, Darren Plenderleith, all relatively new players to the green, and a couple of them have been coming a couple of years now. So
yeah, they're all learning it. John's finally lost his title here. 3 years champion. He lost to his best mate, or one of his best mates. 21-15. So it is Callum against Simon in the semi.
So Callum Wraight 21-15 against John Bailey.
Plender's playing a rambler here. Missed 18-19 now, Jack. Jack Dyson.
21-10 against Paul Bailey. Now we've got Wayne Ditchfield is currently 15-14 up against Jack Hargreaves, although Jack leaves out in the probably just over 3/4 corners back towards the pavilion.
Yeah, it's nearly full in, isn't it, that?
And Jack Dyson leading out at, what do we say Jack's got to now?
Jack's back to 18-19 now, yeah. Playing a long sweeping finger peg mark here that Darren's been struggling to road on.
Right to left and Jack swinging it. And
he thinks he's too far with this out of the hand. But it isn't. It's a good length. It's a good bowl.
Play a length on this green, you won't be far away.
No, it's a good bowl. Well, 2 foot other side.
This is a big first ball coming over now.
Yes. It's a good effort. Has it reached? Has it reached?
He's going to ask a question here.
Has it reached? Just about. Yeah, it's won it. Won it.
Might just sit kind for Jack to. He's not thought too much about it.
Blenders will be going for game if he doesn't.
Yeah.
If he doesn't like this, he's nearly short. He's nearly short. Yeah, played it fast. Played it fast.
Ball hits if it has here as well.
Yeah, that's a very unusual ball for Jack to play short at that. Blender's up for game.
It might just force him outside.
Yeah, it's forced. It's too far. Is it too far with this?
Does he get big because of it?
Yes. All but 18 Blenders.
Live to fight another day, Jack.
Meanwhile, Wayne's taking forever to send this one.
A lot of waiting.
Only 15-14 his game.
Too close to the map, my reckoning there, but he's obviously trying to pinch that little bit that we seem to allow at this level.
Yeah, not got one.
No. Saver at best, is it? He's pegged a lot now at the end.
It does.
Again, with the exception of the Simon's game that got away a little bit, they've been good games. It's hard to focus on one game when they're all good.
Yeah, they have been good. Yeah. Simon was exceptional because Paul Bailey got to the final last year in his first year, so to rub him out to 9 is a good effort.
Yeah, and he's been here for the week, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has.
I don't think Simon will have been up. He'll have just relied on his previous year's experience.
That's it.
Now looking at Jack there.
Jack might have won it. Hard to tell from where we are. Maybe the length ball, do you think?
Somebody said just gone, that Jack.
Just gone, so Jack needs to lick this here, or it's good night Vienna for him.
Not convinced this is a great ball though.
That's not a great ball, but it might not need to be if he don't lick the lead.
Well, the
road's good enough to win. Good enough to win. Can he tickle the pig? Can he tickle? He's done it. What a great ball. What a great ball. What a great ball.
All but across now.
All but across. And the
I'd say that Jack's coming his favourable way across the green as well.
The Huddersfield contingent goes wild.
It does like to come towards this top edge.
Finger peg. There we go.
I
Bookmaker had this one right.
I think he's turned his bias.
Had it more or less. Oh, he's gone thumb peg it, yeah. Yeah, same corner, different peg. He thinks he's too far again.
The subtle crown.
Thinks he's too far again, unless he's trying to kid Darren. But
I'm not sure.
No, it's not a good one. Not a good one. It's a bad ball. It's a bad lead.
Yeah, the way the green's playing tonight.
Yeah,
that's a yard at the back.
It's more than a yard. It's probably 4.5 foot in it.
I always think you've got to step in with your first for me.
He's not as far. Certainly not as far. Hardly wins it.
There.
Hardly wins it. Doesn't win it.
A little bit of tension in the arm, maybe.
Now then, all on this ball because I can't see that lead ball counting.
If he's
on the tight side. He's on the tight side, but he's a better pace.
This is decent.
Yeah, it is decent. It's a real one.
In behind as well.
Literally 10-inch behind the jack.
Well, this has to be a marvellous ball.
He's playing a dead and his Splendors. He likes it.
This, he deserves to win it.
Doesn't go out if he misses. Doesn't go out if he misses. Has he reached? Has he reached? Stamps it. Stamps it again.
Just failed.
Has it give up? Has it give up? Body language says Jack's in.
Jack's gone for the handshake.
Wade in. Wade in and a popular winner on Yorkshire Day.
He's had to dig in there.
Yeah, popular winner. No, he was. I think he was 17-11 down at one bit.
So one final game concludes this. The 8.
They'll play each other, I think, in the semis. Jack Dyson awaiting the winner of.
Yeah, Wayne Ditchfield 17-15 up now, and he's got a good lead.
The Beast leads one.
Just under the crown, finger peg. A little bit of finish on that bottom edge.
The Rat's underneath with this, I think. Only just though. Great effort. Great effort.
Just gone out. Simon's waving it, saying it's gone out.
Yeah. I think Jack's just had the edge all this game. Just always been 3 or 4 in front, hasn't he? But Ditch is just coming to now at the crucial time.
And he's gone through the gap, so leaves
one down.
This is a tricky shot. He can probably see his own. Probably not too much for a runner. Wayne's got the back bowl. Might just have to try and beat his first.
Dead un, yeah, he might need an dead un.
I think when you're 17-15, you've got to go for it, but you don't want to.
No, you don't want to take your own out, do you? It looks like everything's for taking your own out here, doesn't it?
I'm just wondering if
he's playing the Rambler anyway.
Slide on that top bowl.
He's playing the Rambler
and get the jack. He's going for Wayne's, isn't he? He's attacking that.
Still watching it, leaning a little bit. Oh, just about. Played on the safe side, you'd say, probably. Hoping to chip it out.
Game 4, Jack Dyson 21, Darren Plenderleith 20.
I'll stand corrected, Duncan. It's not how you practice, it's how you finish, isn't it?
Yeah.
It shows nothing in it at this level at times.
Nah, these 8 players, anybody can beat anybody on the day. Almost a surprise that Simon ran away with it with Bales, but not when you watched how well he played.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Callum and Simon now.
Yeah. Oh, do you fancy that one
then? Honestly, I really find it difficult to say.
Yeah.
The green's a little bit holding, so maybe.
Callum is a previous winner, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Callum's won it before. So is it? I think he's
only been in the final a couple of times.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Lost to John, lost to Wayne, 2019, 2018.
You'd almost say it's due for Simon almost.
Yeah.
Because any of them can win, as we've said.
I think the last time I saw them play each other was probably a couple of years ago in the Elland final. And again, incredible game.
Oh, that was 21-20, wasn't it?
Down to it, last ball of the game.
Last ball in.
And it wouldn't surprise you if it was exactly the same tonight.
It was slightly wetter that day than what it is today.
Just depends how long those shadows get in the next 15-20 minutes before they start. Indeed,
Jack's not winning with this one.
2, leaving them both.
Yeah, it's looking like the beast against the Hoover.
All at 15, and again, Wayne has won it in 2018. I don't think he's been coming as many years as the other players as well. We're going back to the early days when Glyn Cookson won it a couple of times.
Yeah, he won the early ones, didn't he?
And that's when there was Graham Wilson, Gary Ellis, Mike Leach.
Tommy Johnston were in it, wasn't he?
Slightly different field. And then probably five years ago or so, that's when Dan just changed it a little bit. Some players who'd had a good run decided to step back, including Glyn Cookson, who'd won it a couple of years.
Yeah.
And let the younger ones come through. He does well every year, does Dan. He gets a really good field. He's a top lad. I've known him since we were juniors. He's a really good guy. Obviously, it means a lot to him, this competition, in memory of his close friend Craig. It's good to see the players support it. It's good to see the crowd supporting it. And I think they do make a lot of money for a good cause every year, which is fantastic to see.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. Wayne's led 1 4 foot short there. But all but 15 up, he'll be pretty confident now because he was 4 or 5 behind early doors.
Jack's willing this on more than he's hoping it's going to get there, I think.
Yeah, it's not a good one.
Needed to step in.
Yeah. I would imagine if Wayne wins that he'll definitely be favourite over Jack. But Jack finished very strongly there against Plenders.
Again, another tough one, but probably, like he says, Wayne's going to be.
Wayne will definitely be favourite.
As favourite, and he'll probably still remain as favourite.
Yes, yes.
Who's playing each other?
Yeah. Got to be an argument that Wayne's in the top 5 in the game now as well.
Absolutely.
With a three that he's won over the last 3 weeks.
Made it look effortless at times at Hillcrest, although young Finlay Hickey did take him close.
Yeah, I think he was 29, wasn't it, or 30? I'm not sure.
Yeah, great game. Finlay was playing up a short edge and putting a bit of pressure on.
Yeah. So he's weighed in.
That's it. 21. Well, that finished 50. Was it 15?
21-15. Yeah.
21-15. And that concludes the last 8. So we'll